Hayi. Cha, kona guys ukuba nenkinga akunankinga. Ukuba nenkinga akunankinga. Sesinga commenta singahambisa isikhathi sikhulume kulo Facebook wethu na ku TikTok na kuphi kodwa ke mina ngicabanga ukuthi manje sesingacala sikhulume ngako igama lothi abahambe seliphelile. Selijwayelekile, seliphelelwa amandla vele abaningi sesibahambisile sebehambile. Seyikona ukuthi thina sisele asilumani sodwa yini ngoba into engiyaziyo ngathi siyolumana sisodwa ke manje angithi le inyamazane zethu sezambile phela mina ngiyazi le South Africa mina ngazi kusukela le sisa amasidi wethu athengiswa yibona abafana laba bokuhamba lapha emgwaqeni safika lapha eThekwini salwa ngoba thina besingena angazi ukuthi leto yakhona futhi njani la kahle kuyadependa ukuthi ubani okhalayo ubani ocomplainayo khona insizwa benginayo lapha emarket lapha eThekwini silwela isidi lethu esilitholile etafuleni mama basukuma basiza yena lo muntu okuhamba bekade ene TV lapha basiza yena lo muntu lona osenzela ikhora ubugebengu othathengisa umculo wethu lapha banceda yena saphuma sesikhishwa amaphoyisa. So la eSouth Africa nje masingabiyele iqinisweni inkinga yethu asinalo iqiniso, that's the thing. Iqiniso noma singaba nalo umuntu uyakwazi ukukhipha imali athenga iqiniso singaphinde silikhulume. Baningi abantu esibathembayo namhlanje ngenxa yemali, hayi ngoba beqinisile, hayi ngoba bekhuluma iqiniso. La eSouth Africa umuntu osuke nemali yonke into ayenzayo isuke right. Sicindezelana sodwa sibe sihlupheka singenalutho. Laba banemali abale noma bangasihlukumeza kanjani mabathi asihlale phansi siyahlala sokumani basukuma basuza siyahleka asinalutho siyahlupheka. So uma singakwazi nje bakithi inkosi yami ukuthi iqiniso silithande iqiniso silisebenzise yinto mina ngicabanga ukuthi leyo ingenza ukuthi impilo yethu ibe ngcono. Masingakwazi ukuthanda iqiniso sikwazi futhi ukwenza iqiniso sikwazi futhi ukuthi sinimele iqiniso iqiniso silikhulume imali ikhona ingekho but iqiniso silikhulume singaba right. Problem yethu umuntu uthembeka alwe liqiniso bese kuthi fu imali etafuleni uzombona eqala manje eshalaze ejikajika lapha ejikela abafowabo ngenxa yani yemali. South Africa sinenkinga yokungabi neqiniso mase sibona imali. Njengamanje sebevayile senzani ke manje? Yila uzobona khona ubuqoki base South Africa. Yila uzobona khona abantu bekade behamba bonke sebeqala behlukana. Lalela ngikutshele ngifuna ukutshela nje iqiniso ngeliphelele. La eSouth Africa wonke umuntu ujulukela kwesakhe. Ugombela kwesakhe. Ungambona umuntu emisa imsipha lapha wazi kahle ukuthi ulinde nje ukuthi ithi le mali.
All of us know when we follow this, Phakela Mthakati did come later into the March and March process, and the March and March is actually owned by Jacinta. But the biggest highlight for me from the word go was in Ukompo. In Ukompo, Phakela Mthakati and Ngizwe totally took over control of the march in Ukompo. And I've said it in the video when I was talking about Jacinta that Jacinta did not incite violence. I said, you saw Jacinta was in the back of a vehicle making a phone when she was not even aware what was the cause of the commotion. What is leading to the police having to have a tussle with the protesters? Jacinta was not aware and she turned out not to be in control. And I can say, in a bigger extent, the very same situation as in regard to not having much of respect to the woman. You saw it yourself. When she was telling another woman to stand up and talking about when the king is speaking and the likes, you could see this man cannot accept to be led by the woman. But because people are desperate for leaders, they cover it up. They didn't think it will go up and show its head over Jacinta. And it went on further when actually Phakela Mthakati on himself decided the 30 June date. The 30th of June date was decided by Phakela Mthakati alone. All alone. Didn't consult anyone. You pretend you didn't see that. Once again, Phakela Mthakati made a decision of extortion. Remember, as I speak to you now, allegedly based on what Phakela Mthakati himself said, allegedly, he is still getting paid the extortion money from the Somali and the Pakistani in Nongoma. As we speak now, it's him that said that, to say, don't worry, you must come and pay me. And we said, if he say you must never listen to those boys, because it seems like there were guys that were put there to patrol and then be paid extortion money. He said, you mustn't listen to those boys and you mustn't listen to the police. You must only listen to me. And he attended the meeting with the Pakistani and the Somali leaders, like those ones, alone. You ignored it. It was already showing. Now, what I will tell you is that based on the information that was given, Phakela Mthakati, possibly with Ngizwe, they have written a letter to Cyril Ramaphosa and demanding a meeting with Cyril Ramaphosa. So based on that, it is not true that Phakela Mthakati learned about the meeting with Ramaphosa when he was phoned on the way to Standard 10, as he said. No, you already know. And let me show you something. All in all, these people have been aware that they don't want to be responsible when they're profiling. Remember, these people have been profiled by the intelligence. That's why a person like General Khumalo and Madondo, it was decided they should not be arrested. It's because they are going to do a profiling, as the acting commissioner of police in KZN said. They are going to profile all the people that are here to be making violent statements and things like that. Now, Phakela Mthakati himself find that he is in trouble, because immediately when you said 30 June, a deadline, that means what if? If you say on the 30 June, they must all be gone. What if they not gone? It's a trouble. That's why he changed it from 30 June and say 4 November. He didn't know what to do because he was in trouble already. Should anything happen, including that what happened in Mossel Bay, they are going to take collective responsibility. Now he come up and say, no, I am only going to support Jacinta. And then he did exactly that. But let me show you something first that show you that Phakela Mthakati was a snake that is leaving its skin on a fence. A day before, there where he was, on a day before the same day before you go meet Ramaphosa, he did two things. Phakela Mthakati make sure he says the project of 30 June is a project of Jacinta, so that should any legal action be taken, Jacinta Ngobese is a sole responsible person for any disruption done under the name of March and March on the 30th. That is the first thing on that meeting. And please go and watch on that video. He called the police to come and listen. And he said, on the 30th, when you see a kwere on the street, pass it and do nothing. If I'm lying, go and check that video. The last video of Phakela Mthakati on the 29th, he said, when you see a kwere on the street, pass it. He was making sure he cannot be laid responsible for anything that will happen on the 30th. And those are the people that you want us to stand proud and tell our children those people are our leaders. and we expect our children to respect us on such a way. We're gonna have to go. I make this video before I listen to the media briefing of that leader of LACO. But it seems like there's allegations of the 3 millions, what, in regard to the meeting with Cyril Ramaphosa. Allegations. We don't know. People can still open the cases and say, you defamed me and things like that. But you cannot believe that such thing that was called a strong Hlangana Zulu is already falling apart before even going anywhere. The money just show up and everything is falling apart. And those are the kind of people you want us to call leaders. Really? You're taking us for granted, people. We used to be leaders. I have led in every single level in the community, even including into government, into the companies. Every single level. SGB, committees, ward committee, trade union, shop steward, everything, a councillor, every single thing. A senior manager in the company, but the people just wake up tomorrow, they just drink intelligence, and then you come and tell us they must be they must be our leaders. You people, you don't respect us. You take us for granted. They are your leaders because you are empty in here. You understand? So the last thing that I can tell you that is very painful that Phakela Mthakathi did. Phakela Mthakathi said they are going to support Jacinta. He did exactly that in my understanding. He left Gauteng. Why didn't he remain in Gauteng with Ngizo Mqunu? He went back to Durban so that Jacinta should be the leader of the protest. If he went back to KZN, why didn't he go organize the protest in Nongoma only? He lead the protest in Nongoma. To my understanding, if I saw everything right, subject to correction, he wouldn't go to open a march in Nongoma. The people must move out of Nongoma so that they cannot close the shop of the Pakistani and the Somalis that are paying extortion to him. They must go protest in Durban and make big protest in Durban, but not in Nongoma, where he is getting paid an extortion money by the Pakistani and the Somali. And you call that a leader? And then after that, if the protest in Durban could have gone wrong, they almost go wrong. There was a security situation that I saw they tried, but the police managed to see it. Then if anything had gone wrong, of which I will say it when I talk about Jacinta, he was sure he was not in trouble. A betrayal. A few days after the 30 June March and March, to also have something to say about the protest. But as usual, I normally doesn't make videos, but when it's necessary, I make few videos. So sit down, relax, and be able to swallow a little bit of what I will be giving in regard to this. And I always give a disclaimer that myself, things like insults or things like that, honestly, they don't give me any problem of any kind. So I say and do whatever I do without any hesitation, and I will not be spending time and trying to tell somebody, don't insult me, don't do this. You know, if somebody is grown up like that and that's what he knows, why not allow such a person to exercise what he or she learned? So the first video that I'm gonna be making like this one is to say, good people, when there must be a protest, within the community or wherever, you consult stakeholders. You talk to people that are involved. In our communities, we have youth movements or foundations, we have taxi business, we have street vendors, we have CPFs, all the kinds of movements within the community. You consult them and tell them what is your plan and you want them to be part of it. And then everybody is going to tell you under which condition or situation who he or she will be part of. You don't come with a script. You just don't come with, you don't read as a riot act that, yeah, this is the thing that I want to see it happening here. The people are not going to support or stand with something that you have never shown them to see how much interest do they have onto it. That's why sometimes you're going to have to lie and say, we have so much support and things like, only to find in actual fact, there is not such a thing. Because you did not take people into confidence. All the time when we have something to do, especially that is going to involve the community, you must consult with the community. You must talk with the church leaders and things like that. They are part of the community. They are going to be affected, and everybody can be able to tell you how are we going to be affected by a particular situation and what do you think must be the way. Let us not do it on the 3rd. Let us do it on the 9th. Because at that time, we'll have had Ramaphosa money, we'll have bought the grocery. So when you close Pasa shops, we'll have had grocery. No, when you do it on the 30th, we taxi, we're making lots of money, blah, 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 blah. Listen to everybody. And after that, there must be a leader. There must be a leader. You cannot have everybody, then the other one is saying this tomorrow, then the other one is saying this tomorrow, then there must be a leader, the person that will get the last consultation, and we decide when there is a matter to be dealt with. You don't talk it on a TikTok, lying down on a sofa. Yeah, you know what, this one's of Ghana, what. You don't do that, good people. You must have a strategic meeting with the people of your team and say, now, here is the situation. What do we do with it? No, you just don't know, yeah, this one's of Mozambique. Yeah, they got big heads and what. Hey, good people, you don't do that. That's not leadership. Otherwise, we are going to question the kind of people that you are leading. And don't forget, the community, even if what you come up with might have been a genuine thing, if you did not include them, they are possibly not likely to support you. And remember, in South Africa, protests and marches do not work. Protests and marches do not work. If they work, for example, you should have seen with service delivery protest. How many service delivery protests did you have between 2012 and 2018? But today, show me any progress that you ever had as South Africans in regard to service delivery protests. You got nothing. But you still come up and say, Yahweh, you will protest in thousands, in millions. You will get nothing because you are not threatening the person that is in control. Now, when you come and look at this protest that were organized by 30 June by Phakela Mthakathi, Jacinta, and Ngizo Mkunu, immediately when the police stand up and come up to take step against the processes, suddenly everybody said, no, it's not me, Phakela Mthakathi, it's Jacinta, to the end to seeing other guys going and meet the president. It's a mess in that way. The thing called a protest, the purpose of the protest is to disrupt and bring everything to stand still so that the government can think. But remember, in the previous time, when the protests have to happen, people were suffering like they have lost some of their fellow mothers, their fellow fathers. There was something big that had happened to them that made them to feel like we will even go to the trenches in Zambia, wherever, to come and fight back. There was something big that has happened. But today, South Africa is nice. I can go in Satin and buy a bottle of whatever, Heineken and so, and drink the whole night. It's nice. South Africa is nice. There isn't that real thing that will make South Africans to stand. That's why the people that organize protests, they try to give reasons for South Africans to be serious, like, let us claim our land back. But the land is not in the hands of African foreigners, are in the hands of white people. People try to bring very serious matters, but they are not there. And it's up to you to go and judge whether South Africans have supported that. You can talk and lie and do everything, but the results will say, because you'll see in places like Kwakwa, they come up and make big meetings and say, no, all the tax shops must be open because it is verified that those people are not illegal foreigners. Why do you close them? The colors come up and say, no, open up. Why do you close the shop? Open the shop, etc., etc. Even if you can try to block them, it's like that. And we said it with White City Jabavu. 2 weeks after that, it was said close the tax shop. They come back. Now we make the same mistake. You don't bring an alternative because you don't listen. What is a rush? What is the script saying? Who are we trying to satisfy and not listen to our fellow South Africans? Say the issue about illegal foreigners is real and genuine, but let us do it another way around. Why are the Arab people not listening to the other? You only do it, but then when we question and say, where are the results of what you said you're going to do? Now you turn. You think all of us did not go to school to say, but you said 1, 2, 3. So for a long time in South Africa, protest will bring nothing. The purpose of the protest is to disrupt and to bring whatever system into a standstill so that you can be listened. But for now, there isn't sufficient South African for reasons from themselves to say, this are not the reasons that we can go and face being shot by the police for. Bring better reasons. Don't tell about illegal Africans and try to make it a humanitarian issue.